Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Castles and Crusades, the Realm of Paramoor, Chapter 1, and Search for Adventure. And we do have one player missing today. He was not able to make it, but that's our good man, Toby. And so he won't be able to make it today, but we still have everyone else. And we're going to start down with Colin. Would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
I am Shadow Wolf. I am the Wood Elf Oak. Although, to be quite honest, I'm a lot more interested in information than nicking things. Would be Lawmaster.
All right. Let's move up to PJ Maybe.
Hi, I'm Rubble the Dwarf, a young dwarf who likes to fight and is a wee bit stubborn, but we'll see.
All right, and moving over to my main man, the Witch King.
Hello, I am playing Azramir. What's his last name? I think it's Bronzehammer. Hold on, I know what I should do. Open up the character sheet.
You started the game without opening up your character sheet. I'm giving
Yes,
you a
I
crap
did.
job.
I'm terrible. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, on Azramir Bronzehammer.
Okay.
He is a dwarven cleric of Morg, and yeah, he just wants to get to the adventure, but he's had to work as a physicker within the town that he got brought to.
By an orc character whose player is not here.
Yes, but
I'm sorry, I'm gonna bust his
he's
chops for that.
honorable. He's pretty kind-hearted, merciful, but will betide any villain who gets in his path because he will work his clerical divine magic and his warhammer to smite them in the name of Morg.
And my name is. Oh, keep going.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Thank you. Oh, I was making sure I was not interrupting you. And I am Tabletop Junkie, your host, hosting this wonderful game, of which today, I don't know how people are going to view it, but, for most of you viewers that are tuning in today, if you look to my, I don't know, it's like, for me, it's my left side. If you're looking at your screen and you look in the top left corner, and it says life counter, 62 of 100. That is how much life this adventure has left. Once the adventure counter reaches 0, that means whatever adventure that these players were playing has been already conquered by another team. Because if you guys remember correctly, there was another group. They were a group of NPCs, of course, that was racing to the what was it? It was a stronghold, the famous stronghold. They made it there. They're still alive. And they're conquering it. So, it was the guys where Rubble challenged one of the other humans, and he accidentally died bull riding. His 3 companions made it there, and they are conquering it.
Well, then we'll have to steal from that.
But don't worry, the life counter is still at 62. It's still pretty much over halfway there. So. I edited in this neat mechanic to show basically what this mechanic is supposed to show is sort of in-game real-time challenging. While they're sitting here doing other things are happening in the world around them is continuously changing.
That means we'll have to find another dungeon soon.
Oh, there will be something. But right now, it has been 3 days since the last session. You guys have returned back to, where were you guys? Reisendorf. Rubble is thrown into the jail. You two, what are you two doing? By the way, it's nighttime on the 3rd day. And Rubble is being fed, so he's not starving.
Is he in prison? Like, is he in the jail? The county jail or something like that?
He's in the town dungeon, yes.
Okay.
Which isn't much better. Let me explain to you guys. This is an isolated area with some guards, so it's very possible that the town jail is more than likely the stockade in the town square. So he's He's sort of on a stool, bent over, and then latched with his arms and everything, unable to move.
How long has he
It's
got?
awesome.
Has he sort of been sentenced there by the judge or what?
No. He was just put there by the orc. The townspeople are not questioning it yet. You guys have heard, actually, has anyone, would you say, like, has any of you guys tried talking to the townspeople about this situation?
I would have. He's one of my fellow brethren.
Mind you, he's only been there for 1 day. Because you guys, it's been 3 days, 2 days for travel, 1 day. This is the first time he's been there. He's only been there for a few hours.
Yeah, I mean, if the orc just fucks off to somewhere else, then I'm gonna go talk to the town guard and say, "Hey, guys,
Me too.
Actually, the town guard directed you personally to the mayor, but has asked you to please approach the mayor's house during nighttime, but also sneak in to the mayor's.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wait, we have to sneak into the mayor's house?
Carefully, yes. And the guard says that they can provide you guys cover. There's a reason. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it.
I don't like this town, guys. Let's go back to the Dwarven capital.
I'm guessing it's something like they don't actually want to acknowledge that they're listening to us or something.
Well,
I suppose.
If they wanted you guys to be suspicious, they wouldn't really tell you guys what's going on. But they're trying to tell you, but without telling you guys in the open. They want to.
They're telling us that there's something. Okay. I can deal with that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, sneak, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I think I can manage that.
The question is, all right. So I need you guys. If you guys are both going to sneak in at the mayor's office right at this time that he's already waiting for you, I need you both to roll me a stealth check to see if any townsfolk notices you. And it's going to be your challenge base. If it's prime, it's going to be 12, and if it's not prime, it's going to be 18.
Okay, hold on. So this is sneak. Let me see. Mm-hmm. So, hold on. Where am I? Hold a minute. There's a sneak. There's a move silent.
Is there move silent? Move silent would be it.
So I said it's move silent. I've got sneak attack, but sneak per se doesn't appear to.
It's move silently. It's stealth. Move silently.
Sorry. No. That's fine. I mean, stealth makes perfect sense. I mean, I've got, like I said, I've got a slight bonus on that.
Yep.
Of 6. And it's a prime. So you said my target is 12.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I rolled a fucking 2.
Oh my. Okay. Wow.
The super sneaky rogue just got
tripped.
8 out of a target of 12.
What did Asmir get?
I'm off my game. I didn't even roll a die.
Man, get in the game, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because basically, I'm helping to provide the distraction. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, let's open the dice bag. So sorry, guys.
The dice bag wasn't even open. All right, you're fired.
I'm fired as a player. I know. I lost the job. Give it to someone else.
Well, you didn't show up with what you needed. What you need is dice bag for the dice, and then the paper and the pen and pencil. You didn't show up with any of it.
Well, to be honest, the dice bag was right next to me. I just didn't see it.
I'm just kidding.
I just rolled another D20.
Yeah, I got a 10, and that's +1, 11, and then my dexterity, I think, is just a 0. So yeah, it's an 11.
And it's not prime, I'm assuming, correct?
Nope. It is not.
Okay, so you both failed your you both failed. Well, okay, you guys are walking in as noisy as really as ever. It's
Well,
clank,
actually,
clank, clank, clank. Let's see. Let's see if any townspeople notices.
I would suggest that the best way to sneak in is just not to be obvious.
Yep. Well,
Rather than sort of keeping to the shadows and the rest of it, in this circumstance, the best way to sneak is just not to be noticed.
well, nobody. Well, you know what? Here's the thing: nobody's noticed you guys, and you guys walk through the front door of the mayor's office.
Did we find anyone there?
You found a like a butler comes up to you guys. Can I help you?
Yes, we're here to talk to the mayor.
Names, please.
Azramir Bronzehammer and Rubble.
No, Rubble's not there. Rubble's in
I
jail.
forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And what's your name, elf friend?
Shadow Wolf.
Shadow Wolf. So Azramir Bronzehammer, Cleric of Morgue, and Shadow Wolf, the Lore Master in training.
Lore Master, yes. Lore Master in training, yes.
You guys
Or
hear about
apprentice.
the dwarf in the stockades?
Yes, we are.
All right, come with me. So you guys go to the mayor's office, and he's sitting there, and he's like, I have honored guests. Please, sit.
I go and sit.
And he hands you a glass of red wine.
What do we owe the honor of this kind of respect that you are giving us, dear Mayor?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The orc that brought you in, Greeny, says he's trying to transport you to his town of Redwood, which is several more days south. And he said that apparently you guys broke the law while out in the wilderness. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Greeny's passed through here many, many times before. He's a you see him kind of twitching, and his left eye's twitching a little bit.
He's an orc.
Well, yeah, but he's an idiot.
I would
He locked up some dude's wife for sleeping with their neighbor. We don't really mess with people's personal lives, but he's kind of a moron. So it's probably
Yes, we
been
heard much.
it's probably been told that whatever happens out in the wilderness is fine, but he has pleaded a case against Rubble for trying to murder him in the wilderness. I don't, and he wants the availability to take him to Redwood. Couple problems that I see with this. Number one, he's an orc. He's fine with us. I mean, but I can understand where your guys' skepticism comes in at, because he's an orc.
Exactly.
Where is he, by the way? You know where he is?
So apparently he had some important business to go do and ran back out in the wilderness after dropping off your friend.
Okay.
So
You deal with that.
So to make sure he's gone, we're keeping your friend locked up, but we're gonna let him go because this is just sad.
Okay, I would suggest, Your Honour, that a large part of this is can be put down to misunderstanding, circumstance, and inexperience.
Yeah. He's a young orc.
And Rubble is, my colleague here, I think would attest, is quite young as a dwarf. And
20 years younger than me, if I'm not mistaken.
and to be quite honest, the first time we met said orc, he was charging through the mist, making lots of noise while trapped in a net with a load of chickens.
Which we don't know where those chickens came from. He may have stolen them.
Oh boy. Yeah, and he talks about us breaking the law. He wants to deal with the dwarf breaking the law of murder. Yet he might have stolen some chicken. Actually, I don't think he stole those chicken. I think he walked through the woods, got trapped on someone's farmland. Someone threw a net over him, and he accidentally, for unbeknownst reasons, out of sheer luck, captured all the chickens of that farmer.
As I said, Your Honour, I don't know the background to that. As I said, all I can say is what happened to us. It was very foggy. As I said, circumstances, weather, inexperience on behalf of young Rubble, who has not had the opportunities to understand perhaps that everything you hear about the world is not necessarily black and white or green. And the orc, obviously, understandably, slightly panicky when he's trapped in a net with a load of chickens as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I don't know how he really got there. It's all pure speculation on this point. But I need you guys to do. I asked you guys to come here because, granted, I could have just released your friend tomorrow morning, told him the whole story, but instead, I asked you guys here for a reason. And he deals out a pen and he says, "I have one pardon for Mr. Rubble. Make sure that the town's guard gets that tomorrow morning, please. I have 3 envelopes here, each bearing my signature, 3 letters here bearing my signature, that the town has paid up to 3 days, if you so to use them, up to 3 days and 3 nights at the local inn. And maybe if you guys need to find jobs or money, we can help with that, given this behavior. Now, with me giving you guys these, I expect that we just keep our silence to Evermore, because we do pay taxes to Evermore, and we don't need the kingdom coming down on us. We're an isolated town here, and we really do everything that we can to scrape by, but remain under, law and order as much as we can. I'm sure you guys understand.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, yep, you guys have got 3 days and 3 nights at the local inn. I got each your room. For some reason, so hand these to the innkeeper, and he's already received his sacks of gold for you guys personally, because I had a messenger go there and tell them that you guys will be bringing 3 identical letters to the one I just sent to him. I did receive a response back that a couple of the barmaids are happy to see Azimir.
As am I to see them.
All right, don't know what's going on there, but I'm sure we can just keep everything hush hush. And so what are you guys doing for work?
Nothing so much as adventuring, but I think we could talk about getting a job as a physiker in this village.
Healer, yes, doctor. Actually, we do have a town doctor who could use your assistance, because
Of course.
as you probably have noticed, we are, and let me pull up this, let me pull out a map for you here, sir, and show you what our exact problem is. Let me actually pull out the map.
We were actually on our way to following up hints of a potential undiscovered dungeon stroke fort complex to the north when we ran across your
the supposed whereabouts of the hidden stronghold of mystery of the 2 legendary warriors that used to harbor this town. So yeah, or used to be in this area.
Indeed.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, and he pulls out a quick map, but the only parts you see is this area right here. You don't see anything beyond the river. As you guys can see, we're actually surrounded by, and he shows you guys this on a separate table. We're surrounded by mountains for miles and miles, tons of mountains. And he points to it and he says, "What you guys don't know is I actually just had a small orc raiding party. Just got a few of my soldiers and a few of my town's guard that was patrolling, making sure that there was no trouble heading to this town. So I would like it if maybe Azamir, if you can help out the good doctor tomorrow. And of course, even though your room is being paid for, there is money in it for you. The doctor is willing to pay.
Then I'd be happy to help.
All right. And Mr. Shadowwolf, what are you doing while you're in town?
I would be quite happy to help if you have any scribing you need doing. For example, I am quite skilled with the pen.
Wolf, how about you being a teacher? I'm sure the children would need a teacher.
Well, go ahead.
I have some knowledge. Yes, I could certainly pass, and I could probably also entertain. Perhaps I'm no bard, but I'm sure I could certainly recall a few stories, myths, and the like.
Well,
I don't know how.
I was thinking maybe entertaining should be left for your friend Rubble. If I hear he's quite the entertainer in the local pub. I actually do have. Since you are talking about making out letters and stuff, I actually do need some assistance with that tomorrow. Record keeping of the town, or chronicalizing our current history of today's time for future generations. So if you could please come here tomorrow. My butler will actually set you right up.
I would be delighted to do so. Would I be permitted to keep a copy or notes for myself for my own use, or would this just be purely for your local library? I asked Skiply that, as I said, I'm interested in law, history.
I could keep a copy for yourself, yes.
Thank you. I said it's not contingent on that. I'm quite happy to help, but I wouldn't want to.
We here in Reisendorf, even though we're isolated, we are not barbaric people. We believe in even educating the outside. If you could spread a story about our town, maybe we can get our town growing. Because, like I said, we're an isolated town, and we don't know. One day this town may not even be here. Maybe a ghost town. Well, let's hope not, right?
Absolutely. In that case, certainly, that's what I do.
All right.
In large part.
Well, gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed your wine. He handed wine to both of you. Hope you guys enjoyed your wine. But if you please don't, if it's not too rude for me to ask if you could let me retire for the night. It's been a long day, and Mr. Shadowwolf, I'll see you in the morning.
Of course, Your Honor. Thank you again.
Yeah, no problem. Your friend will be released right upon sunup once we know that Greenie has left the area, because let's face it, who can take on that hawking beast?
Of course. We even know how we defeat him.
Also, I would appreciate it. I mean, if it's up to him, Mr. Rubble is to also, I forgot to hand him this letter before you guys go. This is to Azamir. I'm handing this to you. This is for Rubble's medical needs. He looks like he's kind of bruised up a bit. Maybe just give him a look over for physical. It's already been paid for.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys all have a great and wonderful evening. And if you excuse me, I'm going to retire to my chambers now.
Thank you, and thank you for saying this at this late notice. I would, if you don't mind my asking very quickly though, why the quietness of our appointments, shall we say?
Okay, well, Greenie's a moron, but he's not that dumb. So I didn't want rumors of the townsfolk talking about someone, Rubble coming in. Carried in by Greenie, and then it just being released as soon as his back gets turned, because he might just run back here. And like I said, he's a big orc. He's a very strong orc, so
I understand entirely.
We might be able to kill him, but I mean, he's a gentle creature. Don't get me wrong. He, like you said, lack of experience. He has not harmed us ever, and we allow him to pass through our town.
I understand entirely, and to be fair, when Rubble went at him. He defended himself, and that's all he did. It could have been a lot worse for young Rubble.
He doesn't understand how things work. But you have to admit though,
But
for an orc who wants to follow the law the way he does, or what he thinks the law is, isn't a bad thing. It's just misguided. I mean, he doesn't understand.
indeed,
Yeah.
the concept of an orc paladin is an extremely odd one. You said about following the laws. My first thought was orc paladin.
Well,
Terrifying idea.
and he's not really a paladin.
Oh, indeed, no, I understand that, but simply your description of him as wanting to follow the laws, especially apparently his apparent moral status regarding
yeah, he's definitely an
marriage
oddball.
was
He's definitely an
yes.
oddball. But
Just
hopefully, if you guys do cross paths with him again, maybe you guys can diffuse the situation. I don't know, but
we will say Rubble paid his fine, or we paid Rubble's fine.
Yep. All good. No, he does not have to know about all this, so we just
In
keep this
fact,
hush.
if
If you guys
Sure,
could use the back door, my butler will direct you to the back door, and
of course.
once again, I'm gonna be on my way.
Of course.
All right.
See you later, Your Honor.
All right, so he retires to his chambers. You guys are escorted out the back door with all the paperwork you need. You have the 3 letters to the inn. You have the pardon for Rubble, so he's going to be released in the morning. The butler actually took the letter, asked for the letter, and said he's going to run it to the town's guard immediately before he retires. So he's going to assist you with that. And then you guys also have a letter for Ezimir. For Rubble's if Rubble needs medical attention, it is already paid for.
Yep.
So, all right. So you guys move on. What do you guys do before sunup?
I am going to pray to Morg for easy passage on the way to the ruin.
Okay.
And luck for fate, I guess.
Now do you do this in the room at the end? Do you guys travel to the end first, or do you do this while you're?
Yeah, well, yeah, I do this at the end. I probably do it like in the room that I'm staying in.
Okay, and you do that before you do anything else, though. That's like before you go to bed type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what is Shadow Wolf doing while at the end?
The butler, the message is being taken to the jail.
Yep.
Now, so Rubble, I mean, I was tempted just to go and visit Rubble and let it keep up to speed and let him know he's going to be released in the morning. But if that's being taken care of and he's been told, then I wouldn't need to do that. I would just depending upon the time of night, again, just settle in with the inn for the evening. See if any of the ladies are interested in a little bit of dancing again.
Yes, and the bartender has actually, once you guys give him the letters, he has actually let you guys know that he can have your food for tonight's stay sent to your room. That was also paid for by you guys got a couple days worth of food paid for by the mayor as well, which was not in the letters, nor did the mayor say it to you. It's as a surprise, and the bartender has already made arrangements to have it taken to your room by the ladies, so you can dance in your room, or you can dance in the actual common area where everyone drinks at.
This is much appreciated.
I was more thinking just basically quiet, ads before quiet evening. Hopefully not actually being interrupted by anybody with a map, unless anybody's got a map. Like as before, a few drinks down at the bar perhaps, or quiet drinks. If waitresses feel like a dance.
Yep.
If not, I'll just
well, you guys
go to the room.
You guys are giving really much the hospitality, especially for the quite big mix-up that Greeny has definitely put this town in. Because they're kind of going around like, what's he doing? What the hell's going on here? You know, they don't know what's going on.
I was beginning to wonder why the town's being so generous, why the mayor's being so generous, but
Because this is not the first time he's done this. So, all right. Well, you guys have your meals. You guys do a little bit of dancing. Azimir needs to give me a charisma roll.
Okay, and let's see if I fail it this time because
I don't think you failed
it's
the
not
last time.
prime
No,
attribute.
no, last time you succeeded.
I know, but I'm going to see if it fails this time because it's not a prime attribute, and I only have a +1 mod.
Oh, let's give it a try.
recently,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a 9, 10.
Well, you do have one single lady with you tonight. Paid for also by the mayor.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of hospitality. He kind of heard something, so some coinage has been slipped.
Yeah.
a lot of change hands underneath there. So
Almost
right.
like this town could be ripe for a thieves guild to arise.
There's an idea. I'm not saying no to it. I'm not saying yes to it either, but I'm not saying no to it. So I just there's an idea. All right. Well, after you guys spend your night of luxury and whatnot, the sun does begin to rise. You hear the crow of roosters as the sun has laid its hot, well, it's like springtime, so it's like 68, 70 degree, 72 degree weather. The rays of the sun hits the face of Rubble, and Rubble wakes up to being released out of the stockade. The gentleman guard has actually called for other guards to bring a gurney, which is just cloth with some bamboo sticks, and it asked him if he would like to lay down, that they would carry him to the inn, or they would carry him to the doctor. Unless he protests, they want to carry him to the doctors, of which Esmir is supposed to report there early in the morning too.
Yes, as I wake up, I get dressed, and then I go to the doctor's office in town.
All right. Hang on one second.
Like Azimir, because he's a follower of Morg, I imagine he typically will try to wake up with the dawning of the sun.
Yes.
So probably about 4 in the morning, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Yep. I will allow it. So, they've offered. So the guards have offered Rubble to be taken to the town healer. Does Rubble accept?
Rubble accepts and complains that next time you put a dwarf in the stocks, give him something to stand on. Those stocks are designed for humans.
Actually, they did. They gave you a wooden box.
Well, that's
You're
okay.
you're okay.
There's no
Stock-
way they're gonna
stock-
get you in. There's no way they're gonna get you in the stocks without you dangling. Then you would choke yourself. You had to have a box.
You're okay. Stocks you sit in. It's the pillory that you stand in.
Oh right.
Right, okay. Pillory then.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say no, but it's.
So then he was in the second thing, the pillar. So
Okay.
The stocks is the one you sit in. As I said, from the pillory is the one you stand in.
okay, yeah, he was in the standing
Oh.
one, and he was
Right,
standing on a box.
okay. I'm quite happy because I've been standing all night. My legs are falling off.
All
Don't worry, Rubble. I'll help you out there.
So the guards rush you right to the doctors, and they put you, carefully put you on an elevated. They have this sort of this really weird elevated bed made out of bamboo and wood. You can smell like fresh oak or pine out of it. You can't quite discern all the smells, but it smells really, really good. You also probably have a small sterilizing or something like a rubbing alcohol smell coming from somewhere, since you're in a doctor's place. I'm assuming they would have something for disinfectant. But I know that back in this time they weren't very much on, washing the hands, I don't think. So they put you down carefully, and you're still on there, and you and Azimir are now in the scene together.
Awesome.
Hello. What
Hello,
happened?
Roblox. I am sorry about the circumstances that led to this, but don't worry, we'll get away from that work soon.
Yeah, well, it's not as if it's your problem. It was the orc.
Yeah, but tell you what, if he doesn't show up again in a while, I'll help you kill him.
Deal.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right.
Now, I've been standing there the whole night, and the box they gave me was just a wee bit too short. So I've got a crick in my neck that could. It's sore, shall we say?
Well, I suppose we should send word to the Citadel to get dwarves coming down here more often in order for us to not have that kind of situation.
Yes, I think they need to actually realise that even if there's a box, there's a it needs to be high enough that it doesn't almost choke you as you're standing there.
Of course, of course.
But at least I'm out. I am out. I'm not just getting taken back after this.
Oh, yes, you are out.
Good. Perfect.
Greenie, the orc, I mean, he's not exactly the crunchiest chip in the bag.
Yeah. I thought he was a sandwich short of a picnic.
Yeah.
So yes, not quite the polished axe that he thinks he is.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's really strong. But, yeah, he doesn't use his strength in intelligent ways.
Yes,
Which is a
but
sure sign of a
orc.
civilized person.
Yeah, he's an orc. Can't expect much from them.
I know. Well,
But he's not here. That's the main thing. We'll get on
exactly.
after I've recovered.
Yep. So let's get some food into you, shall we?
Yep. Yes, please.
And I walk him over to the tavern and inn.
All right. I imagine since he was standing all night that his legs are kind of like jello, so I don't think he can walk. Do you try to carry him?
Um, how tall is Rebel?
Probably about the same height as you.
Oh, because I was
Eh,
hoping he may have been shorter than me.
I
'Cause,
Rubble is 4 foot.
oh well, I'm 4 inches taller then.
Well, it doesn't matter. We could say the guards can help transport him for a minute,
Yeah,
like
let's do that.
because his legs are kind of like. Well, you know what? Let's let fate decide this.
Uh-oh.
Let's have Rubble give me a. This is gonna be a sort of like resisting muscle aches and pains and rejuvenating the muscles after standing for a long night. It'll be a Constitution roll. Let's see what it gets.
Right. Let's see. Constitution is a primary, and I rolled a 6 plus 1, 7.
8, including your level. Yeah, so you're not
Cool.
quite there walking. You can barely move your legs. So nope, they'll have to. So the doctors actually said that they can send one of the guards to fetch food for you.
Excellent.
Yes, I will actually fetch it for them.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Doctor said very well, very good. And he's gone on to tending to other patients. And while you're fetching food, Shadow Wolf shows up at the mayor's office early in the morning.
Yep.
And he says, "Welcome, welcome. So let's begin scrying." Yeah, are you very excited to do this?
Crying or scribing?
All right. Just scribe what I meant. Scribe what I speak to you, and then there you go. So you begin. He begins speaking to you about the history of Reisendorf and beginning of what they've recently, some of the recent troubles that they've had in current day, such as the day you put down the date. It's basically you're writing down his diary, and he actually hands you a diary to do later. That he's actually been keeping journal. He's going to hand you the journal to also scribe that down on top of other notes that he decided that he's going to add in. And you spend, unfortunately, I'm not going to make you make a roll for this yet. You will be paid. That will be a roll, but having you scribe is not going to be any type of a roll. So you can just easily write it down. You're just copying the words he's saying and shorthanding it. So. So, all right. So we'll have that roll done in a minute. All right. So, Rubble's been. All right. So, you're at the all right. Shadow Wolf's at the mayor's office. Rubble is in the infirmary at the healer's house, and currently Asmir just arrived to the inn fetching for food.
Yes. But hold on. This is what you mean by scrying, right? It's loading.
Unfortunately, I can't look at that until we end the stream.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, I shared a picture of an obsidian mirror for scrying and a picture of someone writing for scribing.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
So you're at the inn fetching for food.
Yes, I am. I am going to get everything that a dwarf likes, which is
Meat.
meat, but also a lot of fungus and mead and beer and ale and whiskey and all kinds of stuff.
All right. Yeah. So you grab him. They've actually. Hang on. What's the odds of that? All right. So they let you go back and get the actual things that they need. Of course, they've already paid. And they actually help you prepare it into what you call a care package. And they give you 1 or 2 of them in case he can't walk before the day's end. So they hand them to you and say, no charge. Mayor's already paid for it.
Thank you so much. I will be sure to send any dwarves I meet to this town next time I find one.
All right. Can't wait to see more of you.
Okay, thank you. And he steps out of the tavern and goes to the physicker's office.
All right. So once you get back there, Rubble begins eating. You begin performing your skills on other patients. You need to give me a heal roll, and if I remember correctly, that is a wisdom check.
Yes, it
your
is.
Healing, but remember, you also get heal as a skill too.
I know. So it's I get a +1 or +2 in addition to the +2 I'm already getting, right?
What's your heal at 1?
My heal, I think I just have. Where did I write it down? I know I wrote it down. I think I wrote it down.
If it's a secondary skill, it's just 1. So what you'll need.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna roll me 11 or better on a die roll, and you're good.
Okay. Let me check what my wisdom is at. So +1 from level, so +2, +3. So that is a 17. Right?
All right. You spend most of the day as Rebel's eating, getting feeling back in his legs, over time, moving them around a little bit because they're still wobbly. You've been elbow deep in repairing wounds and hearing people scream, "Ow, that hurts! He severed my leg! The green orc severed my leg!"
Don't worry, I'll help you.
It turns out the leg was not severed. He just bashed in the knee really bad.
What? Don't worry. I'm a cleric of Mord. I will help you as best I can.
Well, so you're doing that. You see the other doctor. He's elbow deep, and things are happening, and face is being swiped down. So yeah. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, day's end comes by. Shadow Wolf finishes up the scribing or scrying. I forgot what.
I think.
I get those two mixed up. He finishes
It's
up the
okay.
work with the mayor. Rubble has got feeling back in his legs finally, but he's still a little wobbly, but a little weak, but feeling much better. At least he's not bent over anymore. And Azimir has actually been back on his feet. Now, two of you need to give me a wisdom check. And tell me what you get.
Okay, I suppose I will roll since I have a positive modifier in mind.
All right.
Which two?
You do too?
I don't know. You just said two of you. You didn't say which two.
Oh, Shadow Wolf and Azimir.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to determine how much you guys are getting paid.
Okay.
I just, like, my die tipped over to a 5, but it was 15 for a moment.
Okay, so what is it now?
Yeah, well, it's a 5, so it's a +7 total.
Plus
Or
7.
7 total.
All right.
Unless I'm adding in healing stuff, in which case it's an 8.
Well, no, but this is a different type of check, so nothing to do with healing.
Okay, so yeah, just
7?
+1 from wisdom and +1 for level.
All right. And what is what did Shadow Wolf get?
A 5. I don't have a wisdom bonus.
But you have a level bonus.
I have a level bonus, yes, so that'll be 6. So I was just double checking that, but no.
Yep.
My wisdom's 1 too low to have a bonus, unfortunately.
And is it prime or not prime?
It's not prime, no. My prime's a dex and int.
All right. So one of you guys is prime and one of you guys are not. All right. So okay. So I'm gonna roll for both of you. I'm gonna roll 3d6s and see what I get. Okay. So, Colin, Shadow Wolf just got paid for doing the writing work. Shadow Wolf just got paid because it wasn't really that strenuous. The mayor tosses you a bag of coins. You open it and you find yourself in there. 8 copper pieces.
Okay.
All right, and the doctor. Now you got a 7. It's prime for Azimir, but you still got under a 12. So the doctor tosses you your coins.
I'm not going to count them in front of him, but I am kind of curious how much I get, so I leave the office and start counting them out of sight of the doctor.
So you count them, and you have 14 silver pieces.
Too bad.
All right. And you guys return to the inn for the night, this time with Rubble.
100 copper pieces to gold, isn't it?
It's 10 copper so for copper
10
pieces, it's
10 to a silver.
Yep, it's 10 copper pieces for 1 silver.
And 10 silver for 1 gold.
Yep. So you need 100 copper for 1 gold.
Wow. I've gone up from having 1.77 gold to having...
Well, you guys could always find another job for the next day.
Depending that, I've got from 1.77 to I've now got one gold, 85.
Nice. All right.
If I'm going to stay here for more than 1 or 2 days, then yeah, I'm going to go back to the Physiker and help out again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you could definitely help out for more than 1 or 2 days. And there's definitely more, if you guys want to go back and do another job, yes, definitely. And if you guys want to do the same job you're currently doing, the mayor is more than welcome inviting back Shadow Wolf. And don't forget, whatever you did today too, Shadow Wolf actually got a copy of that as well. So, all right. So you guys go to the inn. Oh, go ahead.
It's okay. I was going to say, guys, when we get back, we want to stay here, or do we want to see if there's anything left in this fortress we've got mapped? We were going to.
Let's go back to the fortress.
We
you
should head
thinking?
back because we're falling behind already.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. I mean, it's we haven't got enough. We probably haven't got enough to actually buy transport. We've got to rent transport, have we?
Nope.
No.
And you guys,
I mean,
and if
15
you guys,
gold and 15 silver, but I don't think that's enough.
and I'm going to point out too that you guys may need to get some provisions. What is everyone's trail rations looking like as you guys are going through your bags and supplies? What do you guys? What is your character seeing?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of food left.
I've got 5. Remember, we had 3 days traveling, or 2 days traveling to get back.
Oh, well then I have 4 days of food left.
And I've got 3.
You guys-
Either 1 or -2, depending upon how much I manage to grab in the way of stuff from the wood. Because I started out the adventure with 2.
Yep. Well, remember, you guys did eat a bunch of chicken. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I've got.
Should I keep it at 6?
Yeah, you guys wouldn't have used any trail rations last 2 days.
Okay,
I
cool.
Or this day.
Rubble would have, because Rubble wouldn't have eaten these the ox chickens.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
So I've got 1 then.
So each of you need to make sure that you guys have enough for 3 days for each person because it's a 3-day journey to the fortress, and you guys need to plan ahead because you don't know how vast the fortress is.
I am going to, if we have any chickens left, I'm gonna go to like somewhere in the town and ask if there's anyone who knows how to turn the chicken into jerky strips or some kind of dried ration.
Give me, if you're gonna go around, like right now it's nighttime, but if you're gonna ask around the inn, give me just a second.
This is annoying. I can't afford. Hold on a minute. I can afford 3 days of rations, and that was not a very good thing.
So rations, you can buy rations, 1 week rations. How much was that again?
More than I've got.
I think that was 4 gold pieces.
More than I've got.
4 gold for rations.
Well,
Let me see
what the
it's
town
5
has, because remember, this town is a little bit isolated.
When in the backpack, it's 5 silver pieces for 1 day, or 3 gold pieces for 7 days.
Right, I'm going to buy 7 days rations.
Okay.
So
And that's 3 gold pieces. I'm down to 1.
I'm going to purchase, the chicken jerky, but, I guess I'll buy 1 more day of rations, so 7 days
Okay.
total.
Well, here's the issue. This town doesn't have rations for 7 days. If you guys are gonna do 7 days worth of rations, that'd be 35 gold pieces, or that'll be or not 35 gold, excuse me, 35 silver, or to be 3 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Right.
And then that'll give you guys 7
Well,
days.
I just need 1 more day of rations, not 7.
All right, that'll be 5 silver pieces.
Okay, I give him
Yeah,
5
the
silver
town's not
pieces.
big enough to make whole week's meals, not like the previous town you guys came from, or
Right.
the areas
Well,
you traveled.
I only need to take it up to a week. I only need 4.
Okay, that'll be 20 silver, or it'll be just 2 gold.
Right, 2 gold.
All right.
Since we're talking trail rations, and since we're going to be walking through a forest and wooded area, can we actually find food there? Especially, as I say, since
I would get 2 rations if I was you, because we're already behind, and if we stop...
Yeah, I know. I'm just
It will
I've
slow
got
us
one.
down.
I've got 1 gold, 8.5 silver. That's it. That's all I've got. That's after I got paid.
Azamir did it. Witch King, you were asking if Azamir could figure out how to make chicken jerky.
Yes, like something to keep us satiated and
Give me
energetic.
that'll be a charisma roll.
Okay.
Let's see if you can ask around and see if anyone is willing to help you for maybe a small fee.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when I had to spend an entire third of my initial allowance just to get my rogues tools.
And guess what I just rolled?
What?
Well, it's not a 1, but it is a 5.
Oh, I was thinking either a nat 1 or a nat 20, and this was either going to go south or north really good.
I'm in this direction, man.
Okay, so unfortunately, no one in this town knows how to make chicken jerky.
Damn it.
Hold on. Is there
Is
any
the
is there any chance we might know how to do that?
It's a hunter. I was thinking you might know how.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, I'm not a hunter, but I've got a lot of what's it called? I've got a background which gives me lots of generic information, charts and things. And I'm just wondering if it's the sort of thing we might be able to work out how to do or to
does
know.
that give you a bonus towards your intelligence?
Yeah, it gives me +2 to all in any intelligence throw. I get a +2 to.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
And that's prime, correct?
Oh yes.
Okay, good.
Very definitely.
Roll good.
This of the ages.
You just gotta get above
11.
12.
Ah, no, 12. I got 12.
Okay, because remember, for that
Actually, I
you
got
have to apply
13
your
because I
intelligence modifier, your level, and then whatever other bonuses you get.
Oh my god! Right.
What'd you get on the die?
10.
Oh, that should be 14.
12,
Okay.
13, 14, I think, all told.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. No, you definitely succeeded. You know how to make chicken jerky.
Ah, fine.
Awesome.
And you know what's even better? What's even better, since you did give a good roll and I've been giving you guys a hard time during this one, you already made chicken jerky while you were on the road preserving it for the orc. And you gave him half and you took half.
Oh,
So,
excellent.
We took all of it.
so I'm gonna give you guys let me roll. I'm gonna give you guys 2 days each. At least 2 days each. Enough for two days worth.
Remember, that's only for those.
I have 9 days total.
And maybe you guys could also share some of your food with Shadow Wolf, so that way he wouldn't have to worry about buying 1 more day's worth.
Yeah, remember, Rubble won't take any of the turkey or the chicken.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So between the three of you, that'll be 3 days worth between Azmir and Shadow Wolf.
Is that effect you were going to count as a day's rations?
I'm gonna say there was enough chicken jerky because I can't go through a whole pack of jerky, and I've had chicken jerky, I've had deer jerky, I've had other types of jerky, but it takes me a while to go through that. So I'm gonna say it's gonna count for like a day's worth of rations. Yes.
I can go through 2 boxes of jerky in a day. I love it.
Oh,
I'm a Gannet. I'm a Gannet.
So if I go through the store-bought jerky, like the stuff you get at the store, I can go through a whole bag of that in a single day. But my sister, who is no longer with us today, made her own jerky, and that was in a smaller pack. But man, it was so good. I filled up quickly. It was very filling.
Yeah,
I
get the big bags of it, and I can go through 2 of them a day. I'm a Gannet when it comes to jerky.
Oh, nice.
What I'm thinking, and I may actually quite, I mean, this may be me trying to too much. Just that being as I've got knowledge of this, being as I'm a forest, I'm a forest creature. I live in the forest. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm likely therefore to know what herbs, have a degree of knowledge for how to eat what is available in the forest. So I'm likely to be able to bulk up some of the things. That's what I'm thinking. But this is sort of the practicality, the same sort of thing that perhaps if we were in an underground setting, the dwarves might, depending upon how close that is to where dwarves live, they might have a knowledge of things like mosses and things like that I wouldn't have.
I am gonna follow you on that one. And for that'd be like that'll be equivalent to a survival check, so that'll be a wisdom check. So you might know that.
Okay.
But
Fair
yeah,
enough. I've got
I
no
already got the checks aside for that. So the point is, at this point, it would be just you guys adventuring off into the woods, getting to the stronghold at this point.
So, right. Shadow Wolf, how much trail rations did you have?
I had
Chicken?
I had 1 day of trail rations plus
now you've got
from
4.
chicken.
I know you've got 4 all in all.
All right, thank you.
Because you've got the 1 day plus the 3 days from the chicken.
That's what we're saying. Is that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did I get? Because I
got 3 chicken as well.
Okay. So I have 10 days of rations.
I've got 7 days of rations. That's me. And then Shadow Wolf has got 4.
Well, I'm sure Azumir will help out with eating everyone else.
Yeah, but we've only got a 3-day travel, so we should be fine.
Well, yeah, that's true.
A bit extra, just in case.
All right. Well, you guys rest. I mean, are you guys planning on doing anything else at this point? You guys have already went through your supplies, saw what you have and what you need, and got all that sorted out. Is there anything else that you're planning on doing before you guys are calling it a day and we move on to the next day? So, what are you guys thinking?
Nothing that I can think of.
Nothing that I
mean,
think of.
we didn't pick up anything whatsoever. We can sort of make use of or sell or anything, did we? So
no, you guys never got any loot yet either.
Don't do anything.
Unfortunately.
I hope we don't get to the dungeon and all the loot's gone.
Well,
I'm hoping the first thing we find when we get to dungeon is dead bodies, so we can loot the bodies and see if we can actually try anything from them.
We'll see. I'm not going to tell you if they're alive or dead yet. This is just how much of the dungeon is. They've looted all but 62. Like that 62 number is more like a percentage up there in the corner. So of this video, so they've looted all but 60. There's still 62% of that dungeon that's unexplored.
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking.
Yep, I just set it to 100 and say if they cross off one room, even if there's not 100 rooms, they cross off one room. I'll just do a percentage, and then there you go.
Yeah.
So that,
got that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
So basically, I can tell you for a fact I don't have 100 rooms for you guys to explore. So basically, them taking one step into the dungeon took you guys from like 100 down to like 97. So
on the other hand, hopefully they would have triggered or got rid of any traps between now and wherever they are. So
and hopefully they don't. All right. So you guys took a 2-day journey back. You were there for a day. You've been in town for 2 days, so that's 4 days. And you're about to take a 3-day journey. Before you arrive there, they would have been there for 7 additional days on top of the days they've already been there for. So, hopefully they won't have everything looted for the next week. So they're still. Yeah. So we don't know where they're at right now, but I can tell you this: I have to figure out how I'm going to play out these next 7 days in real time for these other characters to see where they're at accurately.
That would have been.
That's why I use dice to randomly determine that stuff.
Yes. Yeah. I do what you call test rolls. And I actually sort of just do a solo play based on how the characters would do and how they act and what loot they got. Basically, I do test rolls.
Awesome.
That's why I was asking the guys.
If I'm going to be fair.
Well, yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying do we want to go? That's why do we want to carry on doing any more work in town, because the longer we spend in town, the less chance we're going to have of there being anything there.
I think after we have a good rest, we should go. First thing, sun up.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
Zimir would be waking up at like 4 in the morning, so he'll probably get you guys up at like around that time as well, just so we have the most amount of sunlight.
Well, as you guys go to sleep and hear the sound of crickets, to the sound of the rooster crowing, to the sound of bags jingling, to the sound of you guys, to the bartender waving to you guys, letting you guys know that you will have at least one more day and one more night at his end with one more day's worth of food if you shall return.
Okay.
Well, I hope we return.
Yes.
And you're off
Food
on
with
your
you.
3-day journey to the stronghold, of which Shadow Wolf remembers where it is because he memorized the map.
He has a copy of it.
Oh, that too. So
Yes.
all right, so you guys are off and about. We are going to stop it right there because now is going to begin. Hope maybe by the time we pick up next, let's begin the killing.
Yep.
So, or the looting. Either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun, right?
Let's hope for both and not one.
Right.
If they were dead, if they were dead, we get to loot their bodies and whatever else we find.
Yeah, but we're not going to get as much XP unless tabletop is also
She's true,
XP for
unfortunately.
gold
I'm very
and jewel.
I'm very secretive about how I'm GMing, so I'm not gonna tell any of you guys that because that would be spoiling.
Okay.
And
I don't believe in
And also,
spoilers.
and also remember, by the time we get there and they're not dead, just think of all that experience they've gained.
Yeah.
And how hard it would be for us.
I will say this: they're not going to be the same people that you saw, if they're still alive by the time you guys get there.
They've been changed.
Imagine seeing this person, this human person, or this person, human, elf, dwarf, regardless, and a bunch of rags suddenly comes out and they're like a baron. Yeah. So.
And I'm the only ranged fighter we've got.
I've got a bow.
You? Oh, okay. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that.
They
Sorry.
just have a warhammer.
I've got a -1 bonus on it, but I've got a bow.
Ah.
I mean, I have spells that I can use, but
Well,
all I have as a weapon is a warhammer.
This is where something like RuneQuest would actually allow me to give double guidance and possibly improve his archery.
I'll have
Yeah,
to play that at some point.
it would also cost time as well.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying I'm not saying it wouldn't, but I'm saying if you build into that, I mean you can do it while you're traveling, even
Look, just because you're an archer in real life.
All right, we're gonna end it right there. A little earlier tonight than said, but that's because we had to deviate off course. No thanks to another player who's not here. We won't mention his name. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good guy. I know why he's not here. It's sad, but anyway, we're gonna end it right here because when we pick up, you guys are going to be at the freaking dungeon. So we're gonna pick up 3 days later. We're gonna see where the other team has progressed to by next session, and hopefully we'll have enough time for you guys to loot something, if not everything, and should divvy up XP next time.
Yeah.
Should.
Yeah. Yay.
Keyword should, and we'll start divvying out some XP and figure out who leveled up and who didn't, if anybody, because I have to make adjustments to everything, so but hey,
I'm not sure what leveling up actually does in Castles and Crusades. I've never actually played it, so.
but it is what it is. So, all right. Well, before we go, let's get some last words in. Starting with, let's start with the Witch King since he went last in introducing himself. Witch King, what do you have going on next?
I am running Tekkamel, but I need, 2 more sessions of running it privately, and then I guess we'll see about streaming it on my channel. but I'm going to be probably doing a deep dive on TechML and covering all the bits of the setting that I know. And that's about it right now, anyways.
All right, all right. PJ, what do you got going on next?
Well, Colin and I are on tomorrow talking about geeky stuff. Well, there's
Yep.
never usually a subject on a Saturday, and you can find us on YouTube at PJ Maybe One,
All right.
and that's tomorrow UK time 8 p.m, which I think is what time did you stream? That would be 8 o'clock hour. So that'd be 11 p.m. What time is that at yours?
If it'd be 11 p.m., that'd be 5 hours for me. That'd be 5 hours, 6 hours for Witch King.
Yeah.
So 11 p.m. for you, that would be like 11 p.m. or a.m. You said PM, right?
It's
Basically,
when we
3
started
hours
this, it
earlier
was
than we
11
started
p.m.
tonight.
Okay, so live PM. That's like 6 o'clock for me.
So-
that'd be 5 o'clock for Witch King.
So,
So
basically,
that's the time frames.
Yep.
3 hours earlier than we started tonight.
Yes.
All right. And Colin, do you have anything separately going on, or are you?
Not. You've not
You
got.
cut, Colin, you cut it again.
Yeah.
It's not a good. It's not particularly good internet connection for us. No, not at the moment. We've got. I think our unplugged FFSI stream isn't for a couple of weeks yet. It's.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, okay. Well, if there's nothing else, I want to thank Prismatics for being in the chat, Dempsey for being here, and Jason Fox, of course. Sorry for not addressing you guys through the stream. We just like to remain in character. I just like when we remain in character for the stream, especially when we do these actual plays, because this is a little bit different than doing an actual stream. So this is like us playing a game for you guys. So we wanted to keep it entertaining, and that's why we didn't really address. We do see you guys all in the chat. Thank you guys for being here so much. It's very much appreciative. Hopefully we can start seeing more people here in the near future. I don't. I want to say at this point, just stay tuned to my Twitter. I have to make some changes going forward real quick, because I have some things coming up on Monday. I was supposed to do a Monday stream where I'm going to be announcing the next few things on my channel. I don't know. I might just do that either later on tonight when everyone is kind of quiet and in bed, or I might just do it very early in the morning before everybody hits the floor, which I don't think I have anyone in my house, come to think of it. I think I'm alone, and I didn't even realize it. And I think I'm alone for the weekend. I didn't even realize it. I think the only one here is my girlfriend. Oh, and her son. Yeah, we have like 4 kids together. All three of the 4 went off for the weekend, and I'm like, I just realized that again. I'm like, man. And I had to drop them all off, so I forgot I dropped them off.
You are running Cyberpunk this coming Friday, right?
Yes, I am. That's still on.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're doing that. It's gonna be the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I do have more stuff coming on, so that is still running. It's just Monday and Tuesday got a little bit altered. That's it. Beginning of the week.
Okay.
Got a little bit altered because I was supposed to have someone coming over. Was supposed to be here tonight, and they were supposed to stay till Monday, but they're actually going to be arriving Sunday and be here all day Monday and leave out Tuesday. So, and when they're here, they're normally in my office with me, and we normally chat up some things on some matters, and we play video games and stuff together. So yeah, he won't be arriving because he's got a job. I'm not gonna say what he does, but his job's holding him over until Sunday morning. So unfortunately, I may just move that stream until tomorrow. It's just a quick announcement stream telling everybody what I do have going on this channel, because we do have a lot more coming up. I've got the first 3 months of this year already booked up for all the streams I could possibly do.
Awesome.
Yep. And I don't know what's going to come after that because it's way too soon to tell. Because like I said, I'm booked up until like April 1st on streams. So yeah. So
I'm gonna need to get into streaming again because I don't like having like one video every couple months.
Yeah, I'm popping them out because, well, one of them I'm doing a huge review on another game. So I do have that coming up. That won't be arriving until the June 23rd. I think, or not June 23rd, January 23rd is when I start the long stream. It's going to be, I think, a total of 16 videos for this one game.
Atlanta,
And
right?
what's up?
Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yes. I have all the notifications on for when you start streaming each one.
Yep. So I am pumping everything out because Talaslanta is another big game. It's really old, and it's actually very simple mechanics, which is weird for a very old game because usually we make a lot of number crunching games, but now it's so.
Well, I mean, a lot of older games are pretty simple.
I was going to say, you want simple Tunnels and Trolls.
Yeah, Tunnels and Trolls is really simple. That's like one of my favorite games to ever solo play through.
Oh yeah.
At one point, I did have, I think, almost all of the solo play. I think I gave them to my niece, youngest niece.
Nice. So yep, stay tuned to my Twitter channel, everybody. And then when we come back on January 27th, we're gonna re-arrive back here on January 27th, 2023, January 27th, 2023. And hopefully you might see a new banners. Everyone might have some new banners. It won't be much, I'm gonna do some changes to this. It won't be major changes. One of the things is we're gonna have it's in my description, but I actually found a new way to get everyone's channel out there. Apparently, if you just put the @ symbol with just the channel name, it sends you a notification that you've been mentioned too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I
didn't know that.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I found out.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, I just found out 2 days ago. Somebody mentioned me in their streams. It was my friend Ironcaster mentioned me. He put the @ symbol with just my actual all he did was put the tail end of the channel symbol. He didn't even put the whole link in there. He just put the @ symbol with the name, with the last bit of my name, tabletop, the name, my handle is Tabletop Junkie D20. Yeah, and it sends a message saying you were mentioned in this video.
There you go. See, I didn't realise that because mine says just PJ at PJ maybe one.
Yeah,
I knew that part of it, but I didn't realise that.
Well, I have the whole link in there too at PJ maybe one. And I gotta change your banner. I forgot to do that here. I gotta change your banner, but you're changed in all my descriptions. But if I erase the whole link and just put at PJ maybe one, it'll automatically link to your channel, and it'll send you a notification.
I think you should also be able to put our channel names, our user names in the title of the video if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way, I didn't know it was going to send you guys a notification. I just found out 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. So, I'll need to check that out. That's ideal.
Oh yeah, you're going to see it soon because I'm going to go through and do a small edit on my description. So, everybody here will be in my channel description. Lots of stuff going on this year. Lots of stuff. So, when we arrive here next time, you guys are going to start scouring that dungeon. Hopefully, there's enough dungeon left to scour.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
Yep.
All right.
If not, we'll just pray that the adventurers are evil and kill them all to the last.
I'm hoping they've got some archers in there so I can nick some more arrows because I've only got a limited number of arrows.
Well,
I'm not sure how the system allows for recovering arrows.
We will find out. Worst case scenario, if the life counter runs out before next session, I will let you guys know. You guys will figure out how you guys want to deal with that situation, and then if nothing else, we'll move on to the next adventure. Because there's more than one adventure in these lands. All right, well, everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Tabletop Junkie telling you guys to have a great and wonderful week, and work hard, play hard, game on, everybody. We gamed well tonight. Did everyone have fun?
Yep.
We did.
Everyone's loving this. This is good. I love this group. All right, well, everybody, have a great and wonderful night. I'm gonna skedaddle once I end the stream. I'm letting you guys know I gotta run really quick, so I won't be sticking around for the after party. We normally have a small after party, so I won't be able to do that today. So Everyone have a great and wonderful day.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, folks.
Bye, everybody.